Right now, 2,000 meters below the Pacific, something is hunting. The water here isn't just dark, it's a pressure chamber that would crush human bones into splinters. 10 atmospheres of force per square inch, cold enough to stop your heart in minutes. And in this void, a sperm whale has just detected movement. Its heart slows 60 beats per minute at the surface, now down to 10. The whale's body is shutting down everything non-essential, redirecting oxygen to the brain and muscles. It's been holding its breath for 40 minutes. Then it fires. A sound so loud it would rupture your eardrums. Rapid fire clicks hammer through the darkness like underwater gunfire, each one carrying more acoustic energy than a jet engine at takeoff. The whale is scanning, mapping, building a three-dimensional image of something enormous moving in the depths below. And then the echo comes back. Something with arms longer than a bus. A body studded with suckers ringed in razor-sharp hooks. The largest invertebrate on Earth, a giant squid. A 60-ton predator is fighting something with tentacles 40 feet long. In total darkness, the predator is winning. It always wins. This is the sperm whale. Today, you'll discover why sperm whales are Earth's most extreme predator, why they shouldn't exist, and why everything about them breaks the rules of biology. A sperm whale preparing to dive is witnessing the impossible. First, the breathing. 15 massive breaths, shooting water 5 meters high. They're not storing oxygen, they're purging CO2. Their blood already holds more oxygen than should be possible. Then the moment, the 5-ton tail rises vertical, and they vanish. What happens next breaks physics. At 30 meters, they stop swimming. Their lungs compress to 1% volume. They become a 60-ton rock and fall into darkness at 3 meters per second. Heart rate drops from 30 beats to 4. Blood abandons everything except brain and heart. At 1,000 meters, pressure is 100 atmospheres. Your ribcage would implode. The sperm whale's ribs are designed to fold flat. No air spaces to crush. At 2,000 meters, their hunting ground, pressure is 200 atmospheres. Here, nitrogen dissolves into blood. Any normal mammal would die from the bends. Sperm whales have special proteins that prevent bubble formation. The record, 3,000 meters, nearly 2 miles straight down. The time, 138 minutes recorded. Over 2 hours on one breath. How? Their muscles are black with myoglobin. Their blood carries twice the oxygen. Their brain runs on 15% normal oxygen. But here's what's impossible. They don't just survive, they hunt, chasing prey at speeds up to 40 kilometers per hour in darkness, under pressure that liquefies gas, while holding their breath. We've sent robots to Mars. We can't build machines that do what sperm whales do every day. Inside the sperm whale's head is a weapon. Not teeth, sound. Their head, 1/3 of their body, is the strangest anatomy on Earth. A massive oil-filled chamber called the spermaceti organ. Below it, another oil chamber called the junk. Together, they create a biological weapon. The click starts in monkey lips at the skull front, travels through spermaceti oil, bounces off an air sac, focuses forward through the junk. The entire head is a living acoustic laser. The numbers, 230 decibels, louder than a rocket launch, focused into a beam 3 meters wide, can be heard 60 kilometers away, creates physical shock waves. Divers near clicking whales report chest vibrations, temporary paralysis. But here's the weapon part. Scientists found prey floating dead, no wounds, internal organs liquefied. The sperm whale can weaponize sound, focus it, dial the intensity, use it to stun, disorient, or kill. In 2019, researchers filmed a sperm whale approaching a squid. One focused click. The squid stopped moving. The whale swallowed it whole. We're not looking at echolocation. We're looking at evolution's sonic weapon. And they've been perfecting it for 20 million years. Every sperm whale is covered in scars, circular marks, parallel scratches meters long, battle scars from wars we've never seen. The enemy, giant squid, colossal squid, 15-meter monsters with tentacles lined with rotating hooks. Here's what we know. Sperm whales eat 300 to 400 giant squids per year. Each. There are 300,000 sperm whales. That's 100 million giant squids consumed annually. The battles happen at 2,000 meters. No light, crushing pressure. The whale uses sonar. The squid has basketball-sized eyes that see in near darkness. In 1965, Soviet whalers watched a sperm whale surface wrapped in tentacles. 40-foot whale, 30-foot squid, blood everywhere. The whale won by ramming the squid with its massive head, a 30-ton hammer. We find evidence. Squid beaks in whale stomachs, thousands. Sucker marks 45 centimeters across. Tentacle scars on whale heads. Squid arms in whale vomit, still moving. But something's changing. Young whales have more scars, bigger scars. The squids are getting larger, more aggressive. Climate change? Overfishing removing competition? We don't know. But the war is escalating. The battles continue right now, in darkness, beyond our reach. Sperm whales talk, not communicate, talk, in dialects, with grammar. Each pod has unique click patterns called codas. Caribbean whales, 23 different codas. Mediterranean whales, completely different set, like regional accents but more complex. In 2021, Project CD used AI to analyze sperm whale clicks. What they found: syntax structure, contextual modifications, information density beyond human language. A 5-second click sequence contains more information than a page of text. But here's the mystery. Baby whales learn their pod's entire language in weeks, not years, weeks. The information transfer is impossibly fast. Theory: they're not learning, they're downloading. Compressed data packets, maps, hunting grounds, family history, all in acoustic files. They name each other. Each whale has a unique identifier click. They call specific individuals. They gossip. We've recorded whales discussing other whales who aren't present. When pods meet after years, they exchange codas for hours. Catching up? Sharing news? We don't know. The most haunting, death codas. When a whale dies, the pod creates new click patterns. Never used before. Never used again. Funeral songs for fallen family. We've been trying to decode sperm whale language for 50 years. We're no closer than when we started. Sperm whale brain, 7.8 kilograms, largest brain that ever existed, 6 times heavier than human brains. But size isn't everything, it's the structure. Massive frontal cortex, planning, social behavior, extreme spindle neurons, empathy, social pain, unique sound processing regions. Neocortex folds we don't understand. They have brain structures humans don't. Entire regions dedicated to processing echolocation. Areas that might perceive dimensions we can't. Consider they see with sound, not surfaces, interiors. A sperm whale can echolocate a shark and see its liver, heart, swim bladder. See fear in muscle tension, see pregnancy, see illness. They might experience reality in ways we can't imagine. Time differently, living 70+ years. Their memory is extraordinary. Whales recognize individual humans after 20 years. Remember boat engine sounds from single encounters. Navigate to precise locations across thousands of miles without landmarks. The social brain is most mysterious. They have spindle neurons, cells linked to empathy, social pain, self-awareness. They have more than humans. Only great apes and elephants also have them. When one whale is injured, others support it at surface. When calves die, mothers carry them for days. For 200 years, humans hunted sperm whales for one thing: the oil in their heads, spermaceti, the finest lamp oil ever discovered. The slaughter, 1712 to 1988, nearly 2 million killed. Peak, 5,000 per year. Population, reduced by 90%. But sperm whales learned. They posted sentries, changed dive patterns, attacked boats. In 1820, a bull sperm whale sank the Essex, inspiration for Moby Dick, not fiction, revenge. By 1960, they'd learned to recognize engine sounds from 10 miles away. Entire pods would vanish before ships arrived. They passed this knowledge down. Calves who'd never seen whaling ships knew to flee specific engine frequencies. 1988, commercial whaling ends, not from conscience, from economics. Petroleum replaced whale oil. Today, 300,000 remain, 15% of original population. Recovery is slow, 1 calf every 5 years, 200 years to recover. If ship strikes, fishing nets, and plastic don't finish what whaling started, but they remember. Sperm whales don't just live in the ocean, they create it. Every whale drops 3 tons of feces daily. Liquid fertilizer rich in iron and nitrogen. It feeds phytoplankton blooms that produce 50% of Earth's oxygen. The numbers. Remove 200,000 tons of carbon annually. Each dead whale sequesters 33 tons of CO2. Support 200 species for 50 years after death. Their diving mixes ocean layers, brings deep nutrients to surface. Their migrations transport nutrients across entire basins. They're ecosystem engineers. Without them, squid populations explode, fish stocks collapse, ocean productivity drops, carbon cycling fails. The ocean needs sperm whales. They're not just predators, they're gardeners, farming the sea with their existence. Everything about sperm whales is impossible. They sleep vertically, hanging in the water column, tails down. 7% of their day, less than any mammal. One brain hemisphere awake to breathe. They might communicate across oceans. Clicks entering deep sound channels can travel thousands of miles. Global conversation we can't hear. White whales exist. Not albino, something else. Pure white with normal eyes. Pods accept them. Some lead. Moby Dick was real. They produce ambergris, worth $50,000 per kilogram. Forms around squid beaks. Only 1% of whales. We don't know why. They have magnetic navigation. Crystals in their brains. But mass strandings happen at magnetic anomalies, following invisible maps to death. They're getting louder. Ship noise forces them to click louder. 10 decibels increased since 1960, shouting to be heard. Each discovery makes them more impossible, more alien, more magnificent. The sperm whale is nature's masterpiece of extremes, a mammal that breathes air but lives at pressures that liquefy gas, a predator that hunts with weaponized sound in eternal darkness, a creature with thoughts too vast for our understanding. They dive deeper than our submarines, think with the largest brain ever evolved, speak in languages older than human civilization, fight monsters, farm oceans, remember across generations. Right now, hundreds of them are falling through darkness, hunting giants, speaking in clicks that might encode wisdom we'll never decrypt, living lives so extreme we needed computers to believe them possible. They're not just whales, they're biological submarines, living weapons, deep-sea warriors, ocean engineers. They remind us that Earth's greatest mysteries aren't in space, they're here. That we share our planet with aliens more incredible than fiction. The sperm whale shouldn't exist, but it does. And somewhere in the abyss right now, one is diving deeper than we'll ever go. Hunting prey we'll never see. Living a life we'll never understand. The ultimate predator. The impossible made real, the king of the deep.